What's up, guys? This is Jeremy with Disciples Garage. Today I'm going to show you how to do wheel bearings, not the whole hub.
Are you really doing a video on that?
Yeah, there's no video on it.
On taking off your lug nuts?
Here. This will work on various models, and this is for a two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive application. Okay, so there's no CV axle on the front. There's no having to purchase the whole wheel hub and bearing assembly. So you can look at other videos for that. There's plenty of videos on that. There isn't, however, many videos on. So if you don't know if you're able to replace just the bearings or if you have to replace the whole hub assembly, it's just as simple as calling your local parts store or looking it up online. Just order the part. Else's videos when they have their wife do it. Like, so did you hit the button? Yeah, I did. Okay. So first you're gonna want to take off your wheel.
Do you want to redo that?
First you're gonna want to turn on your air compressor. Then you take off the lug nuts.
Are you really doing a video on that?
Okay, so a lot of people don't tell you how they determined their wheel bearings are bad. I've seen some videos where they tell you to 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock position and 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock position to pull and rotate, and then push against it and rotate. Listen for sounds and stuff. Sometimes you can just spin it. I don't have it high enough off the ground. Sometimes you can spin it and hear grinding, clunking, stuff like that. But the old school way of doing it is just looking for play, side to side. 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock. If you got that much play, most likely, and up and down, like that, you shouldn't have play like that. That's a wheel bearing. And this one's making a weird sound too. It's not like humming or whatever like the new vehicles do. It's like when you turn left, it's like. It's like, I don't know, it's a weird sound. It's not grinding or anything. It's like, I don't know, it's like plastic hitting. If you put a card in your spoke of your tire of your bike and your spokes are all plastic. Yeah. Alright, so got the wheel off. And it's pretty standard operating procedure. You're just going to go ahead and get in here and take this top bolt out. It's going to be like a, what do you call it, a hex style bolt on top here. And there'll be another one on the bottom just like it. You see it from back over there? I don't know if you can or not. Hey, there's me upside down. Check it out. It looks like it's going to be one of these jobbers, a T45. Alright, then you just take your big screwdriver, or if you got a pry bar like this, they work really good.
What I do is stick it right inside here. When I say shit like that. Careful there. Oh, careful, there might be some springs in there. Kind of work it from top to bottom. Okay.
Don't let your caliper fall, and then bind up on this cord. Get something and tie to it and hook it up somewhere in the back here, out of the way. Okay, and the caliper came off kind of hard, and it's got a lot of rust deposits and stuff, and some freaking metal chunks. But this back side, I'm guessing, is missing its plate. For whatever reason. That's weird. You really got to make sure when you put these back in if they're not greased, you need to grease these right in here with some brake caliper grease, whatever. You get them in the little packets for $1, or wheel bearing grease, whatever you want to put in there, some kind of grease, because this brake pad needs to move back and forth. Otherwise, it could stick to your rotor, cause it to heat up, which is what happened in this instance. This lady reported that her wheel was getting really hot, and just thought maybe it was a wheel bearing. Now I'm thinking it could be a caliper. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use my brand new 18mm Husky ratcheting wrench for this. Did a review on these, so watch for that video. Alright, then you just take a pry tool or a screwdriver or something and pop this cap off here. This is a little overkill, but I guess I'm not going to need the hammer. And that should pry off. It should be full of bearing grease, but it's not. There's a big fat nut. Okay, now what you got to do is pull that pin out, the cotter key. It's probably bent in the bottom. You got to straighten it out, pull that out, and pull this little cover deal off of here that holds the bolt, the big bolt behind there, and then take that off. Alright, and as far as size, I got 1 1/16 here, 12 point, and it moves like that. Got a little bit of movement on there. It's a little sloppy for my taste, but I hate using 12 points anyway. And then this one is a 27mm. 27. And it's got about the same exact amount of play. So it's either one of those two. I think. I don't have a 26 handy, and I don't have an inch and a. This is 1 1/16, and an inch doesn't fit it. So it's either that or it's metric. It's like a metric 26 then, maybe. But I'm guessing it's one of these. It would just probably work with a 6 point better. But that's all I got in my set right now for big stuff. So this is Jeremy's Disciples Garage, and we're cracking nuts. Yeah, you're not going to need a breaker bar for this one, I forgot. So that's the whole point of the cotter key being in here and that little clip on there and stuff, is because this one can't be that tight, otherwise it'll cause too much friction. So that cap and that pin are on here to keep that from loosening up any more than it is right now, because it's already kind of loose. I can almost do it, I can almost turn it by hand, but can't. I'm too weak, I guess. Alright, so got the good old trusty Craftsman 1/2 wrench here. All my tools that are of any quality come from either garage sales, swap meets, or sometimes eBay late at night if someone throws a rusty tool on there by any chance. And the reason I have Craftsman everything is because you don't find snap-on tools at garage sales. You find Craftsman tools if you're lucky. So that's another big reason that I got a lot of Craftsman stuff. I actually traded for these. Oh, I should take that back. I either trade for them or I find them at garage sales. So I'm gonna clean all this icky crap out of here. Oh my gosh, I don't want to get that on my fingers. Yeah, so anyways, there's a gross greasy washer in there. You gotta get that gross greasy washer out. Oh, look at that. Look at it. You wanna lick it? Lick it? Give it a... Oh, yeah. Well, hey, there's a bearing in there. You see it? You see that bearing in there? We're trying to get that bearing out of there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Just look at it. Seriously. See it moving? Boom, 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 boom. I don't think I should be doing that. So you can see right in between that groove right there is where all your bearings are sitting, okay? We'll grab a new bearing here. See what the hell I'm talking about. Alright, here's the new bearing. There's the thing it sits in, and there's the new bearing. Okay, for those of you that don't know what a bearing is, got a bunch of little balls in there that sit in there and they spin around like that, and that's basically what takes up most of the friction when your wheel's spinning. Because let's face it, where two things connect, one thing's spinning and the other thing is not, like your car isn't spinning, just your tires are. There's got to be something in between those two that takes up that friction and allows it to spin freely. And that's this guy right here. So you see all those balls in there, they got to move nice and freely in there. And spin around like that. You can see this one in here. It's got a lot of grease and stuff in the way, but you can kind of see it. You can see those balls in there. When I'm spinning it, you can see it's moving and stuff. If you stick your screwdriver in here, you can move that thing around. See how much that thing moves around? Shouldn't be able to move that around. Look how much I can move that around. You hear him grinding and stuff now because I moved it like that? You hear that grinding? Nah, you hear that grinding in there? Huh? You hear that? That's why you got movement, so. Hey, where you going? Right there. Stop. Sit. Sit. Lay down. Jeez. Causing all kinds of problems in the house. Mom had to kick you out. Chewing on the furniture. What are you thinking? Paco, what are you thinking? Huh? What was that? You burping because you ate some freaking microfiber? Watch how this is done now. Alright, so where were we? Oh yeah. So we got that bearing on there. All you're going to want to do is I'd use a rubber mallet if I were you. But I'm not you, I'm me, and this is what I got in my hand right now. Bad idea. I should not use this. Okay. Oh, that was easy. Okay. There you go. As you can see, she had grinding when she was turning and stuff. There's a piece of the bearing, the whole housing right there broke off. Bearing pieces all over the place. That wasn't from me. Let's see what it looks like on the outside. Is that bearing even in there anymore? It's still there. It's not flowing very smoothly though, that's for sure. So yeah. Well, that's not a fresh break either. That's been broke for a while. So yeah, junk. Look at that. That was done not that long ago. She said she had this done not too long ago. That grease is freaking fairly fresh, man. Tell me that hasn't been done in freaking the last 30,000 miles. Okay, this is one greasy ass camera. Wish you guys could see. Anyways, what you're going to want to do here is you can see the bearings floating around in here. And it won't come out until you get this retainer out of here. I make up my own words, so don't quote me on whatever this stuff's called, sleeve, whatever. I use an abnormally large pry bar for this part. And you're just going to want to stick it right under this groove here and give it a bounce. Move around. Be gentle, but it should come off just like that. Okay? Now, Paco, come! Come here! Sneaking off. Lay down. All the way down. There's your big bearing, which seems at first glance to be really hot. Look at that. It's so hot. So there I was, covered in motor oil. jumper cables hooked up to my... Anyways. PG-13 video here. So there's that bearing. All done. And... I don't know. You want to feel around in here for any debris, flaky metal, if you feel anything. You're pretty much just going to want to scoop all that grease out. Most applications anyway. This is a little abnormal because it's been done so recently. But I'm still going to do it because you never know what could cause that bearing to go bad in the first place. There could be some big chunk of metal still left in there and you don't even see it. So, clean all the grease out by hand, wipe it out, whatever you got to do. And pack it back up full of grease again. Oh, what did I just say? Did you see that? I saw it. Did you see it? There's the piece of that damn bearing that was broke off. Valvoline wheel bearing grease. You guys ain't gonna find this stuff, I don't think. This is some old school stuff I got at a garage sale. Oh, nice save. That's some thick stuff. Alright, it's beautiful. Alright, there's the cavity, you gotta grease it up. So we're gonna go, oh yeah. Let's grab a bunch of that. Look at that. Look at that. Can't even get it out. Look at that. Floor. Look at that. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, you want to get it all up in there. Smear it around and get it all up in the cavities. Get it all up in the cavities. Yeah. That's it, boy. You get in there real good and nice. Alright, we're gonna spin it. Oh yeah, I gotta spin it around. I'm done. So anyways, get her coated up really good. Real good. Can't put... don't really think you can put too much grease in there. I don't think there is such a thing. But make sure it's greased thoroughly. Okay. Play with it. Grab your bearing, which should be fresh out of the box and clean. If not, spray it with some WD-40 or some cleaner or something. Alright, so now I have my really hot assistant recording, so this will be a lot easier to keep a lot of the grease off the camera. So you want to show them what you got? Show them what you're working with?
Get out of my ass, Paco.
Paco, get! Sniffing your feet.
I'm just kidding. I just wanted to put that on the camera quick.
Anyways.
You're going to.
So we got some of this lovely grease. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It says it's medium, but it's more like gorilla snot. Look at that. Here, I'm going to show them how to pack a bearing. So make this a separate little video too for people that don't know how to pack a wheel bearing. This comes brand new. Doesn't have any grease on it. It needs to have grease packed all in it. A lot of people don't freaking know that, and they throw these in there without greasing them. Put a big wad of grease in there. I'll show you like my dad showed me. You take the back side. There's a front side and a back side. The back side's got a bigger opening. Just go ahead and take the big opening and just scrape a little bit of grease and press it onto your palm like that, so it presses it up in there good. And then you turn it slightly. Do it again. Turn it slightly, and just keep doing that until you see the grease start coming through this side. Maybe some hippies out there that want to say, oh, you gotta wear gloves, you're gonna get cancer. Whatever. Although I would like to have gloves on right now, I'm out. See, you can start to see it coming through. See it squeezing through there? See? It's packed all the way through. You can go ahead and wipe some around it if you want. But you should have it all in the cavities already anyway. There's a piece of metal flake from that old one still. So I have it all packed down in there. Press it in. The cone side, the smallest side down. Press that in there. I like to turn it, so make sure it's going to turn good. And then you can wipe some off, even, so you can see what the hell you're doing. It's not that messy. Here's the old retainer. It's a little different shape and everything. I'm going to go ahead and use the new retainer here. Just go ahead and set it in there. Should be able to start it kind of by hand. Should set in there. You should feel it sit into the groove. Oh, this is going to be gross. I'm going to have to clean all my tools. Go ahead and grab this hammer. And just slowly tap it all the way around.
Keeping it even. Until it's flush. There goes Paco.
That's the rear one. Once you get that, then you can set it back on the hub. You can set the hub back on the axle, and then you can put the outside one on. Okay, I got this one all packed. Putting it in. All right, I just set the outer retainer on there. Just don't even put it on that tight because it doesn't need to be tight. Can't be tight, actually. Put it on fairly loose, actually. And that's a wrap! And here's a look at the carnage. That was a messy ass job. I mean, you can do it less messier, obviously, than I did, but at least this way, I'll give you good ideas on how not to make so much of a mess, right? You'll be like, well, dude, I'm not using that stuff. I want to use some of the new pink grease. It works a lot easier, and I definitely would recommend that. That's free grease, though. Got lube all over the brakes and stuff, so you're going to want to make sure you have a can of this handy. Get some brakes parts cleaner. Spray that stuff all down really good. And then you should be good. Hope that helps somebody out there. And yeah. So, haters, leave your comments about me not wearing gloves and stuff. All you hippies out there, you want to talk shit about me not wearing gloves, don't worry about it because I'm going to go ahead and clean up with some parts cleaner. It's okay, don't worry, because I am going to clean up with some brake parts cleaner. See? Get that on there. Scrub. Oh, it feels really good on all them cuts that you just made on your hands too. See? They're all nice and clean now. See? Nothing to worry about. Alright? Cancer. Give me a break. Cancer can't get me. Alright. Cancer can't get me. I'm Army of Christ. I'm a soldier in the Army of Christ. Hey, look what I forgot. Oh my gosh. Well, I figured out why that didn't fit on so snugly. And there you can see my grease looks way cooler, see? See what I'm saying? It's not all pink and crap, it's freaking black and